Hey y'all, what is up? So today, let me take a drink. I'm thirsty. I love this. And the peach Fanta, if y'all ever had the peach Fanta, that really hit right there, okay? And the blue one, yo, I'll drink like any Fanta but the orange one. I don't know why. I mean, the orange one's good, but I'm not gonna like pick it out. This one, the peach one, the blue one, my favorites. Okay. Anyways. Hey y'all, what is up? So today I'm going to be showing you guys my eyebrow routine. Yeah, I don't know. I really like my eyebrow routine. I can do my brows in like 10-15 minutes now. It used to take me like 45 minutes on God. Like, it used to take me forever. Now I can get them done pretty quick. And, you know, I've been practicing my eyebrows for like forever, since like, what, 7th or 8th grade. That's when I first discovered I could fill them in. So happy I figured that out because, honey, I don't have eyebrows. So it's like a struggle out here. It's fine. But sorry about my family. We are all quarantined in this house and we're tired of being in here. It's fine. They're being loud, but it's okay. Go ahead and keep on watching if you would like to see how I do my eyebrows. Okay, so I start off using a spoolie and I basically just brush through my eyebrows and get them all in line, you know what I mean? I barely have any, but you know, work with what I got, you feel me? So then I take this like pointy end. You want a brush that looks like this, that's angled. But yeah, that's basically what you want. And I'm gonna take my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony. Oh, y'all can't see that. Oh well, I will link it or put a picture of it or something like that. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera. I'm using my front facing camera today. So I just basically lightly get some product on there, not too much. So I don't have eyebrows, so I can basically like make my own shape if I want to. I don't really like where my natural brow goes. My natural brow goes down, so I kind of go like above it. So I start from the bottom always, just so that I can get an idea of what shape I want to go with. So starting from here, just a thin line, small as possible. Like that. See, I went over my natural brow. And yeah, even that's too harsh. I don't know why I have so much product on my brush, but whatever. I try to go in a little further too, just to give my face this like a, because I have a really big forehead. It kind of slims my forehead a bit, you know. Makes my face look a little smaller when I give myself like, when I bring my eyebrows closer in. So that's what I do. Then I'm just gonna do the same thing on top to connect it. Didn't add any product or anything, just using what's on it. I have a zit today, so that's gonna cause some complications. So eyebrow pimples are the worst. They mess up everything. So you just kind of gotta work with it. You gotta work around your zits. But yeah. So I start filling it in from the end. I'm gonna take just a little bit more product because in the front of your eyebrows, I like to do kind of like an ombre effect. I don't like it to be super thick in the front, so I start from the end and use the least product up front. We're getting somewhere. So yeah, it's best to just kind of go with your natural brow if you can, or if you're like me and you don't have any eyebrows, you can make your own shape and just lightly fill it in. Don't go in too harsh. Try to avoid that Sharpie eyebrow look. And to avoid that, I would say like stay away from black pretty much, or if you have dark hair, then it's okay to use black. Just be cautious of what you're doing, and also start from the back of your brow when you're filling in, and then like go lighter handed, be more light-handed as you move up, and use less product. And I also use a spoolie to brush it and make it look more natural. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And I try to, when I draw it, I go bigger because I'm going to clean it up with concealer. It's not going to end up staying this big. Like, this is super thick. I wouldn't do this. But it's better to start off big because you're going to clean it up. And when you clean it up, you take off a lot. their brows differently. I like to go for like a more like a rounded shape, like a rounded eyebrow. I don't really like doing the whole super sharp arch. That just doesn't look right on me, so I go round for the most part. But you know, just play with your face and see what you like, what's best for you. Because I've definitely done all types of different shapes, but this has been my favorite, so let's stick with it. This spoolie right here is your best friend when it comes to like making it look more natural, because then it'll just literally look like a block. You really want to use your spoolie. Here's my starting point. I've gotten better at drawing my eyebrows freehand without concealer, but because I'm using my phone as my mirror rather than an actual mirror, I'm back to square one the way I used to do my brows. But this is fine too, because you're gonna clean it up with concealer anyway. So this is straight. So I just take a concealer that's slightly lighter than me, just a little bit, like my highlighting concealer. So I like to switch between 3 LA Girl colors. I typically use LA Girl. I haven't really used any other ones. So these are LA Girl Pro Concealer. In every freaking beauty supply store ever, you'll find these. But I like to switch between Beautiful Bronze, Chestnut, and also Toast, which I don't have right now in here. So I have it in my room somewhere, but I'm not gonna get it because I'm gonna use this one. So today I'm gonna use Chestnut. I use this as my concealer brush. Any brush that looks similar to this will pretty much work. I like the angle on this one. This is very old, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I bought a new one and I think it's in my room still. Yeah, I'm not even gonna worry about going to go get it. I'll just use this one, it's fine. So yeah, I just take some on my brush and clean them up. Not too much though, because then it gets really messy. I just, about that much, you can see that. So I start cleaning up on the bottom, typically, I'm pretty sure. And then I just kind of connect the dots on the top, and that's when I really kind of get into what I want it to look like. So I cleaned it up just a little bit too much right here, so I'm just gonna go back in with this and fill it back in. Oh god. Okay, not what I wanted. It's fine. Eyebrows are hard, okay? Okay, so now I'm gonna do the other one. This isn't perfect. I'm gonna do the other one just to get an idea of what direction I want to go in, because it's a little bit smaller than what I usually do, but I don't know. It looks fine on camera, but I'm not feeling it. I don't know. I'm gonna do this one, and then if this one's better, I'm gonna change this one so it looks like this one. I don't even know how to fix this. Oh my goodness. Yikes. Looks like we're going small eyebrows today. Listen, eyebrows have a mind of their own, okay? You don't get to pick. I'm just gonna go back in with this just to make it a little bit more, I don't know, defined. I don't know. Concealer kind of sometimes messes it up sometimes. So I'm just gonna go in with this and then clean it up again, and then we'll be done. For the most part, done. So lastly, I like to take this, and if I need to, I will fill this in just a little bit more, because there's too much product on it. Just a little bit. I put a little bit, and then I use my spoolie and brush it out like so. I pretty much make it a unibrow, and then I go in with concealer again, so it's not actually unibrow. Nothing more product, not that much. There's just too much on my brush and I'm not cleaning it off. Look, I'm gonna mess. And there we go. That way you get like a ombre effect. I'm gonna take my concealer brush. I don't add any more concealer on there usually. Sometimes I do, but I rarely do. And just go like that. And boom. And so that it doesn't look so harsh, like not like a block. So this, I just blend out the line with my spoolie. Yep, that's all. That is the complete eyebrow tutorial. Yeah, I think they look good. I like them. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and then I will be back to say goodbye and hello because I haven't done my intro yet. Okay, let me mention a few things I should have mentioned before I started. So the base of your face, I typically, I mean, it doesn't matter to me if I use primer or not before I do my brows. I usually put primer on after my eyebrows. So I don't know why, I just do, but it really doesn't matter to me as long as my face is not too greasy, because if it is greasy, and I use pomade, which is like a creamy consistency. So if your face is greasy, because I sometimes use shea butter and it leaves me looking like a grease ball, you're going to struggle. It's possible, but you will struggle. It's very difficult. So I like to use like a more light moisturizer. Even today, like it's been a while since I washed my face. It's like the afternoon, so like my natural face oils are coming through to say hello, and it was a little bit tough. So like if you can see that there's like a lot, like an excess of product. It's not to the point where it's like super noticeable, but you know, I can see it if you see that right here. That's because of my face being greasy. The product just gets too slimy and hard to work with. So it's best to have on a light moisturizer if you have oily skin, or if you have dry skin then you should be straight. But if you have oily skin like I do, well, I have like, it depends on the season, but if you have more of like a oily face, just make sure you like pat it dry or put some powder on your eyebrows before you start. This stuff slides everywhere, and then the concealer doesn't make it any better, and then it just turns into a slimy mess. And then when I do my makeup, like all of this stuff will blend out. I like to put on the same color concealer on my eyelids, which I'm about to do right now. Actually, I can just do it right now and show you guys. I just like to bring my concealer down. That way I don't have, what is it called, halo brow, where it's like too light. That's why you don't want to go too light with your concealer. Just one shade lighter than your color, or a few shades, just not too much. And then I also put the same shade of concealer on my under eye, and I take my beauty blender and just blend it out. It don't matter what eyeshadow look I'm doing. If I do eyeshadow, I don't do eyeshadow, but if I do, it don't matter. This is what I do every time underneath everything, because if I leave it without concealer, my eyelids will get all shiny, eyes will look all dark, I'll look sleepy. So I always match the concealer of my eyebrows and bring it down, and you can see my real eyebrow here if you look super closely. And then I also take the beauty blender and just blend the concealer on top upward as much as possible. It's not that big a deal to leave it, because you know you're gonna use foundation anyway, and that's gonna like, you know, blend it out. So it's okay if you leave it. With that, and that's why I like to do my eyebrows first. I know some people like to do it after their foundation, but to me it's like messy, because I like touch my face when I do my brows, and I don't like to get all, you know, messy. And also for this reason, it's hard to blend out the concealer in my opinion if I do it after my foundation, so I'll do it before. So yeah, I'm gonna finish my makeup and I'll be back. Alright, so that's pretty much how I do my eyebrows on a regular basis. Like the priciest product is the brow pomade itself. Anastasia Beverly Hills put the price up. It used to be $18, now it's like $20, so there's dupes for brow pomades, but I don't know. The other ones I've tried I don't really like as much. I really like Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's what works best for me. I used to use pencil a lot too. That works too, but you gotta be really careful when you use pencil. But yeah, this is my favorite way to do my eyebrows, so I pretty much stick with that. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.